innere Stadt. You wait for the moment when everything goes quiet, when all becomes body, when you start feeling the swing of your arms, the length of your stride, the ground underneath your feet, your breath with every step, inhaling, exhaling, the sweat on your skin, the traction, the tweak of your muscles. Everything is pure sensation until it's in balance. This is when you open up, when your eyes start to trace the rails of the tram lines, the facades of the historic buildings, when you're immersed in the sounds and smells of the city. Graz, innere Stadt, is an accumulation of small alleyways and passages leading off the main boulevard, Herrengasse, a manifestation of permanent beginnings and openings. Ghosts display a particular interest in doors and windows, writes Roger Clark in Ghosts, A Natural History. Walking or running the oldest part of the city becomes a manner of moving with ghosts, dearest. I remember our promises written on the walls and windows of the city, and I wish you were here to see it. Buntigam. Sometimes places leave a memory even felt when standing still, caressing a silence, a body memory, just like running, a memory ever present, a memory of where you've been and how, of where you've come to, of where you desire to go. Buntigam was a family name before it was rendered into a whole borough that today harbors some of the most prominent of Graz's industries. From its southern edge, it's only minutes to the airport, a place of arrivals and departures, of appearing and vanishing, of becoming ghosts. Andretz. When you go far enough, a place to get lost ultimately becomes a place to be found again. If you take the tram 3 or 5 to the end of the line, all the way to Andretz, the scenery changes from urban to rural, from meandering house facades and streets to fields and farms spread over the soft hills that surround the city from west to east. The view is an opening into a landscape that you seem to forget when you're immersed in the city. If you start moving along Pfeifferhofweg, you'll soon be ascending the Platte, one of the most familiar elevations around Graz, with Stephanienwarte, an old observation deck originally built in the first half of the 19th century, waiting on top. The ascent brings you through Rettenbach-Klamm, Graz's only ravine, all the way to Maria Trost. A different place, a different borough, a beginning and an end, a possibility of telling a story differently, of telling a different story. Lend, dearest, do you wish we would have been someone else? Someplace else? St. Peter. Running is an expansion of breath, of prospect, of body, an expansion of environments. perception widens, and it is through your emotion that you encounter a place's history and the stories that it tells. And sometimes these stories take an unexpected turn, a turn into the magical. The district of St. Peter, located on the southeastern tip of the city, harbors a jungle. Located at Messendorfberg on the grounds of a former arboretum that was abandoned with the downfall of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, a wild forest grows and blooms under the guiding hands of the Youth for Nature Conservation Styria. Himalayan pine, bamboo, full moon maple, sequoia trees, amongst others, create a breathing and living organism that tells not only of cohabitation and existence, but of findings and being found in the most unexpected of places at the most unexpected of times. Just like a glance through the telescope further up the hill at Lustbühl Observatory into the sky, the stars. The gaze outward becomes a gaze towards the inside, dearest. Who are you? And where do you want to go?